What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. We are back, doing it more consistent. There's a little bit more time. School's almost done, I think in like 3 weeks. So it's a little bit easier for me to just do this shit, But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I don't know, man. Not lately, but I don't know, probably for the past 5 years, maybe, I've been kind of just dealing with, I guess, I don't want to call them weight issues, because I'm not, hella overweight, I think I'd be considered, skinny fat, you know what I mean? I think that's what they call it these days. Yeah, man, it's hard to lose the panza, bro. That shit's super hard, dude. No matter what I eat, I'm always gonna have the dad belly, and I haven't even had a kid yet. So, but yeah, man, I looked up my weight online, somebody from my height. I looked it up, and I should be, I think at most is 165, and to me that sounds like hella skinny, like I'm telling you, I'm not I don't even think you could consider me chubby, it's just I have a little gut, but 165, I'm 179 right now, so I don't know. It just seems trippy to go that far. But I don't know what my goal is, you know what I mean? Everybody wants a nice body, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to look good. I know I just have to put in the work. It's just fuck, man. Boring as fuck to work out, bro. Boring as hell. I gotta stop cussing. I think I want my dad to listen at least to one episode. I was talking about that with them today. I was like, ooh, I think I cuss in all of them. But anyway, yeah, I'll go running, but, I'm not consistent with it. I'll probably do it, twice out of the week. I mean, how much consistency can there be if you're doing it 2 times out of the week, It's like you either do it 2 or 1 time. Come on, bro. But yeah, and, I've tried just working out, here at the house, doing push-ups or sit-ups, trying to create, a routine, but I don't know, man. I just don't stick with it, I get lazy, and I think that's just because, you're doing it at the comfort of your home, where it's you can easily be distracted, where it's oh, well, I'll do push-ups and do something else at the same time. When you end up getting caught up doing that something else more than the push-ups, or you limit your, I'll do 50 push-ups today. You do 50 and then that's your workout. So it's just, I've been thinking about getting a membership, probably some Planet Fitness shit. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, man. I don't know why there is a body issue thing. I feel like everybody goes through it no matter what. You're always kind of just scrutinizing yourself in the mirror, holding your gut. Fuck. Why can't I have the body when I was 16? Well, because then that would be weird. You would have the head of a 30-year-old and the body of a teenager. Look like a bobblehead or some shit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I know it just takes dedication to work out, but bro, that shit's boring, bro. I think that's why I run. It's just easy. You're doing one thing, you're just running. You're not really, I mean, there is exertion, but it's it's different than weightlifting. You know what I mean? You just either run faster or slower. I mean, you could get tired, but it's I guess typically, because I'll run to the park by our house. I'll walk there and then I'll do like 2 laps. So, I run. I don't know if you call it jogging. I don't know what the difference is of like kind of just a steady, cool run and jogging. I don't know I guess jogging is what, like almost like walking fast or something. I don't even know. Anyway, but I try to run like an even pace throughout the whole thing so I don't burn myself out, because I do 2 laps around the park and then I run the all the way back home. And I don't want to like burn out and then like not be able to complete it. So, but yeah, and I mean, it's crazy too. I think that's really what it is, because like my diet is like, it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like every now and then I'll pig out, but for the most part, like I think I eat pretty good. Mm. Like it's combined. It's mostly vegetarian and vegan for the most part, because I live with my girlfriend, and she's vegan. But like I think when I eat out, I'll have a protein, chicken, if there's steak or whatever. I don't know, it's not always, but sometimes I do. So, but either way, it's I'm not like scarfing down burgers, 6 a.m. You know, with the Starbucks fucking Disneyland coffee drink. I don't know, whatever the fuck they have. Don't get me wrong, I do go to Starbucks. I I like their, really, I've tried like black, just straight black. This is surprising too. I've tried just straight black coffee at several different spots. Black coffee with some of the sweetener. And I'm telling you, I feel like Starbucks has the best in that. Fuck all the other drinks. You know what I mean? Like you can go to any other coffee spot and their sweet drinks are all like they all there's not too much diversity. You can go to any other coffee shop and they'll have a good sweet drink. But the black coffee, with some sweetener, I got to give it to Starbucks. I went to Tierra Mia, for all my LA County listeners. LA County, maybe even Montebello area. I don't even know how far Tierra Mia goes, honestly. The only ones I've seen are in Pico Rivera, Montebello. I don't even know. Who the fuck knows, bro? Anyway, Tierra Mia. I never gave, I think it's called Coffee Bean. I never really gave them a chance on black iced coffee. I've had their one of their sweet ones. It's good, but I never had their black. There's this little coffee shop that's down the street from where I work. I tried theirs. It's like, oh, no. So I got to give it a Starbucks. They got a good black coffee with, just a little bit of sweetener. Bomb. Iced. Get it iced. I don't really like hot black iced or hot black coffee. Iced black coffee, fire. Super fire. But yeah, man, I'm like always in the mirror, like fucking around with my stomach. You know what I mean? It's so funny, dude. I don't know how. I mean, it's a pretty funny insecurity. You know what I mean? Like any time I walk past a reflective window. Say I'm walking in public on the sidewalk. And there's like a reflective window that a building has. I'll look to the left. I'll look, or to the right, whichever side it's on me. I'll see how I look, my profile. Trying to see if my gut looks bigger than I remember it. I don't know. It's silly, I know, but there's eyes everywhere, bro. You're telling me nobody's fucking thinking, he's got a dad bod. He looks like he is 4 months pregnant. He looks like he sits down all day. I don't know. I don't know, man. The workout shit. Fuck that workout shit. I gotta stop saying that. I do like to work out. I'm just being silly. It's just like, who knows? Whatever. The stupid ass topic, you know. I think sometimes it does get people thinking it's the end of the world, you know, if like they don't look great, you know. But is it the end of the world? Is it? You know, how bad can things be? Especially if you're a fat person. I think it could be really bad. But is it the end? No, because it could always get worse. You know? Always. It can always get worse, dude. You think it's bad, it can always get worse. That's why, like, you know, when you're alive, it's never the end. You know? Will there be an end? You know, like, I guess, you know, what are they called? I don't know, theologists or whatever, like people that believe in God, like Christianity type stuff. You know, they believe in Armageddon. I don't know. I don't think that way, but I mean, I think there'll eventually be an end to the human species. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say Armageddon, but who knows? Maybe the human species, you know, it becomes extinct on planet Earth. Eventually, why is that hard to believe, you know? I think planet Earth, from what I learned in school, it went through like, you know, a number of changes, you know, in its atmosphere, the planet Earth itself. You know, it was like lava at one point, lava and rock, and there was still, you know, life forms that inhabited Earth. That went away, and then I guess like the dinosaur era came. So, and you know, I guess, you know, there's species during that time too, and then after that, and now, so it's like, why wouldn't there be more of that? You know, the Earth itself has been, who, I don't know how long they say it's like 1 billion years already. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Nobody knows. They're just estimating, you know. But I don't know, man. I mean, maybe that's just what, like, you know, Christians. I mean, how could people not feel imminent death? It's around us. You know, it's around you every day. You know. So I think it always like has you wondering, you know, about your mortality. You know, it has you wondering about, like, you know, what's going on in your life now. It's crazy, you know, like, just how the fact that, you know, there is death and sickness and pain, how it can like affect, you know, our minds, you know, like, and how we should live our lives and things we should do, because nobody wants to die, you know. So it's almost like, you know, a innate reaction, you know, to life, you know, to death, you know, life and death, it's all in one, you know. And it's probably just some like already, you know, like the way you think is not even, who knows, I don't know. I guess we contemplate these subjects anyway, but there's just natural reaction, you know what I mean? Like when something crashes and you jump, like, what the fuck? Or, you know, if you're in like a hectic environment, you know, you're gonna be on your toes. It's just, you know, I don't know. I don't see the, if if there is like, if the humans do become extinct, I don't see that happening for like, who knows, bro. We might be fucking cyborgs by the time it happens, you know? I don't know why people are so afraid of like the earth coming to an end, like, and they think, I feel like people think like humans are going to destroy it. Bro, humans are not going to destroy, the earth will destroy humans. You know? I don't care how many fucking nuclear wars you have, dude. Like, the people the people will die, and earth will still be standing. Same thing with like pollution. The people will die and earth will still be standing. It there's no way people are destroying the world and, oh, it's coming to an end. I feel like, yeah, maybe like it could be regional, or like, depending on how you're, like, say like in, I don't know, what they say in Taiwan or something, like it's hella polluted. I'm sure in that area, you affect that area, depending what you're doing. Like, obvious, but I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't think I ever worry about like the end of the world. You know, it's. I feel like everybody knows it's not time. There's too much. Can I say there's too much balance? You know what I mean? Who knows if there's balance, but I don't know. But it's like, dude, there's still people out here doing good. Even if like the good can be scrutinized for either being like attention seeking or doing it for profit or whatever. I mean, most people don't do shit at all. You know what I mean? For good. So I don't know. I just think there's still like people doing good shit as much as there's bad. I know there's a lot of bad shit going on, but I feel like when like, say, let's you think on like that Christian religion, Catholic, all that stuff. I don't know. Where and like God's judgment the judgment day is coming. I feel like that's when the world is complete. And when I say the world, I mean mankind. When mankind is completely one way, you know, like say Hitler took over everybody and everybody became a Nazi. Oh, who knows though? I don't know, man. I mean, what about the Romans when they took over the world, or all these other fucking different fucking cultures, I don't know. That's why I always like, it's like, what, dude, how the fuck do you know there's going to be an end to the world? It's just, I think everybody's just so afraid of like death and bad shit going on. It's just, things are bound to happen. Even in our, most probably like innocent forms of ourselves, we're gonna get into some shit that we didn't really, expect, or get into. It just happens. I don't know. This episode feels weird to me. It feels weird. It's just that, I don't know. It's different trying to come up with like topics to come up with. And I like, everything can be a topic, but you gotta not fight through, but you gotta like sometimes wonder, as like, if you're talking to people about stuff, like, it's like, do you want to talk about that? How much do you want to reveal about yourself, and this and that, and other things, whether you care about or not, you know? Because, like, the weight stuff, like, even the diet stuff, it's like, I mean, I care. I like to eat, good, and stay somewhat active. But I'm not like, I don't know what I'm not like. But, I'm not like super strict over it. I just get like, oh, I don't know, self-conscious. Anyway, But yeah, man, I don't know. And you know, all this bullshit always you always like wonder if you're like completely over the things that troubled you. Am I over the things that completely troubled me? Like at this point, what I could say about myself, it's like I've created a narrative. I mean, who knows? But it's maybe the narrative of my immediate family, my parents. You know, of being Jehovah's Witnesses and kind of like going about it in a disagreeable way. You know, and I think like for sure as a teenager, I was so pissed about it, super angry. You know, couldn't deal with it. Like, it was just bad for me. You know, and then you know after I got out of there, like I don't think I was like necessarily just angry anymore, but I was still angry about that stuff. You know, because I think I felt like I was like I started late with everything. Like, all this stuff I could have just been through as a teenager and then just gone on with my life. But waiting to do stuff like, only until I get kicked out, you know what I mean? It was like, then it just, it like ends up trying to turn in, how can I say this? It could end up possibly turning into like a lifestyle, which is really not the best way. I think the best way is just, as a kid, let your kid get in trouble, man. Let them know that, yeah, there's fun and there's freedom, but there's consequences, Instead of just being like, oh no, you got to stay away from that because this and that. Like, well, let your kid learn, man. I think. And if you have to get into uncomfortable conversations, that's just what has to happen. But who knows? I'm not a parent, so it's like, it's different. I always hear it's different, because you say you're gonna be one way, but when that kid is born, when it pops out, you're another. But and I think when I was probably like, I want to say like 22, did I start thinking like, I'm be chill with my parents, because I was like fighting with them like for a long, long time. And so, we started being chill, and, it's gotten better. And I feel like now, that the misunderstanding, the anger, the blaming, I think that's all gone. You know. Even like I don't even know how like actually I got this in my head, because it was never like that with my parents. Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe it was from television as a kid too, but like that whole idea of like, the guy being the breadwinner and, the girl being the stay at home. I was always afraid of that. You know, I don't know why, but I never wanted that in my life, even as a kid, because it always came down to where the lady like, cheated on this guy, and then like, it's because of all some fucking bullshit, and then they just end up staying together because it was his fault. You know what I mean? Like I never wanted that, and it really like stood with me for a long time, and I think it even affected like how how I went about with relationships, you know. It I don't think I ever like took them seriously, or I always knew that it wasn't gonna go anywhere because it's like, I'm not gonna marry these people or have a kid with them. Just some of them I liked, but I still had no idea like how far it would go. I was just in the moment, it wasn't like, yeah, let's go do this. And even if it probably did come up, it was like, ooh, I gotta go or something. But I don't think I'm afraid of that anymore. Like, I mean, I'm living with my girlfriend, but it's not like it's that situation either where it's like I'm the breadwinner and then she's just here. It's not like that at all. Um I'm still not a, like, who knows? I don't think I would want that anyway, even though I'm not as like afraid of it, if that makes sense. I'm not as paranoid about that happening. Like as a young guy, like, early 20s, and young adult, whatever. I think I was paranoid of that, of like falling into that or it becoming that. But now it's like, even though I know I don't want that, I'm not afraid of it though. Yeah, I'm not paranoid about it because, moving from like spot to spot, like all these different places, I grew up in Gardens. After that, I lived in Montebello, Downey, El Monte, Corona, Riverside, East LA, um, yeah, just, I mean, and now Pico Rivera. So it's like, you know, I mean, after you need to live with somebody, because even if you just do roommates, you're gonna need it. It's expensive in LA County, you know. If it's just, unless you have like a really good job, but still, like, over here, like a studio bedroom is like 1,500. You know, like a one bedroom studio, and that studio probably, who knows? Maybe it doesn't even have like a separate bedroom. It's just probably like the whole room itself, and then maybe a little kitchenette and a bathroom. I don't know. But yeah, like you have to live with somebody. It's not easy. Um, and it could be fun, you know. It can, but it has to be some with, living with people is tough. I've had roommates, and for the most part, it's always went not the greatest. It's always went pretty much bad. I'm trying to think of, what, there was one situation that was okay. It was, I was living in Riverside. I was living in one room, and I was living with my friend's girlfriend. She was in the other, but he was there, and for the most part, we all like kept to our own. I think homeboy would complain about me even though he wasn't living there. My own friend, fucking pussy ass fool. But I mean, but for the most part, that relationship and or that roommate ship, whatever, ended well. There was no beef. I mean, maybe there is another one too, but yeah, there is another one too. I don't know. Who knows, bro? I'm lying. I don't know. You just gotta try it out. In LA, it's fucking hard, man. It's super hard to get that shit done, but you get it done. You find a way. That's one thing that humans are good at, is finding a way. They'll, if they have to, they will. They'll make something up. And I think that's just how you gotta like play it through life. Like, if you're just like lost, like not knowing what to do with yourself, or like just feeling like shit's all fucked up, I think you just gotta like find a way, man. Like, do something, because there's nothing else to do except something. Even talking to somebody is doing something, going for a walk, writing shit down, like just do something, because the whole point is to get, you know, not think about what you're ever thinking or feeling, like sometimes a walk is nice, just do something. Yeah. Well, everybody, I think I think I'm done for today. We got it done. Yeah. Let's do this next week. I like how I've been doing it consistent. I've actually been enjoying it more. I think the first couple times I started doing this, it was like uneasy. It was like I had an uneasy feeling, but as of lately, I've been enjoying this. So yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thank you guys again for listening. Until next time. Catch you guys later.